In the city of Indianapolis, a 16-year-old girl named Hazel Grace Lancaster is living with thyroid cancer that has spread to her lungs. She constantly carries an oxygen tank to help her breathe and spends most of her time reading her favorite book, An Imperial Affliction. Her mother believes she is depressed, so she encourages Hazel to attend a cancer support group. One day, at the support group, Hazel meets Augustus Gus Waters, a 17-year-old charismatic boy who had osteosarcoma bone cancer but is now in remission, though he lost one leg to the disease. Gus is charming, confident, and full of life, while Hazel is thoughtful and realistic. The two quickly form a deep connection over books, philosophy, and their shared experience with cancer. Hazel recommends An Imperial Affliction, a novel by Peter Van Houten, which deeply resonates with her because it is about a girl with cancer. Gus reads the book and becomes equally obsessed, but like Hazel, he is frustrated by its abrupt ending. They decide to write to the author, who now lives in Amsterdam, hoping for answers about the book's unfinished story. To their surprise, Van Houten replies, inviting them to visit him in Amsterdam. However, Hazel's fragile health makes traveling difficult. Just when she thinks it's impossible, Gus surprises her. He has used his Genie Foundation wish, similar to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, to take Hazel and her mother to Amsterdam so she can meet her favorite author. Hazel and Gus travel to Amsterdam, filled with excitement. However, when they finally meet Peter Van Houten, he turns out to be a bitter, drunk, and rude man who refuses to answer their questions. Hazel is heartbroken by the experience, but Gus helps cheer her up. That night, Gus takes Hazel to a beautiful restaurant, where they have a romantic dinner by candlelight. They confess their love for each other, and in a deeply emotional moment, Gus tells Hazel that his cancer has returned and has spread throughout his body. Hazel is devastated but promises to stay by his side. Back in Indianapolis, Gus's health rapidly declines. He becomes weak and dependent on others, which frustrates him because he has always wanted to be strong and heroic. Hazel stays with him through it all, reading to him, comforting him, and loving him despite knowing their time is short. One day, Gus asks Hazel and his best friend Isaac, who lost his sight to cancer, to come to a pre-funeral where they can say their goodbyes while he is still alive. Hazel gives a heartfelt eulogy, telling him, "You gave me a forever within the numbered days." A few days later, Gus passes away, leaving Hazel heartbroken. At Gus's funeral, Hazel is surprised to see Peter Van Houten there. He reveals that his own daughter died of cancer, which is why he wrote An Imperial Affliction, but Hazel is too angry and grieving to care. Later, Hazel learns that Gus had written a letter to Van Houten before he died, asking him to write a eulogy for Hazel. In the letter, Gus says he is not afraid of death because he got to love Hazel. He writes, "You don't get to choose if you get hurt in this world, but you do have some say in who hurts you. I like my choices. I hope she likes hers." Hazel, with tears in her eyes, looks up at the sky and whispers, "I do, Augustus. I do." Themes or messages. 1. Love beyond time. Hazel and Gus's love story shows that even short-lived love can be meaningful. 2. Fate or acceptance. The novel explores the idea that life is unfair, but we can still find happiness. 3. Courage or hope. Even in the face of death, Gus and Hazel choose to love and live fully. 4. Reality of illness. Unlike traditional love stories, this novel does not sugarcoat the struggles of cancer patients. Conclusion. The Fault in Our Stars is a heartbreaking yet beautiful novel that reminds us to cherish every moment. It is a story of love, loss, and the power of human connection, proving that even in the face of tragedy, love is worth it.